Welcome,
Hello,
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to
and
All
welcome
for
to
Night.
the most chaotic wrestling news show in the multiverse.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be previewing NXT Deadline, going over Raw and NXT. So let's get into it from Raw from Monday, the 4th. The show opened up with Drew McIntyre getting a promo, the woe is me of life. And then he proceeded to shortly after knock Sami Zayn's head into the third row.
hmm
And not too long after that, Nia Jax and Becky Lynch had a brief confrontation backstage. If we all remember, ladies and gentlemen, Nia broke Becky's nose.
hmm
So payback is coming. Payback is coming. But Nia
Well,
Jax
I think we still
proceeded.
got another like half a year before that pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think they might do it early, get it out of the way, and then get a bigger name started coming in the face. Becky. Um, Nia Jax proceeded to come out and defeat Shayna Baszler. Uh, One spot where it looked like she fully landed on her head, and I
hmm
was a little bit concerned. So that was the only real thing. I think Nia's getting better in the ring, which normally I wouldn't have thought that I would say, but I'm glad to see her like actually hone in and take it seriously this time.
Also, she had a good dance partner.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre attacked Sami Zayn backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how the cookie crumbles. Drew is on a mission. No problem, ALW. And I hope you enjoy your time with your grandson.
I was
Listen,
cutting it
those
close
are the
tonight.
special
I just
moments.
finished dinner.
Mm. Ladies and gentlemen, DIY defeated the Imperium, which I don't know. I'm beginning to feel a certain type of way about them trying to build DIY back up, but they're not feeling the same. Yeah, ALW Drew is officially here.
Yeah,
He gave you
it,
full
it,
on
it
like
does not feel
I'm
the same.
kicking butt tonight. We had Katana and Kaden defeat Natalia and Tegan Knox.
Were they announced down?
I
Because I didn't
huh
remember hearing them get announced down to the ring.
yeah, she announced them. She does it, but she does it. I mean, we've talked about this on many of the cookout. Uh, she used to be Ricochet's boo, and now his fiance, soon to be wife, has to announce her down to the ring. Mighty awkward. ALW said again, they beating Imperium like last week. Yep, that's what I'm saying. It's like I thought they at least would have did the back and forth, but Triple H is like we are not going back and forth. After that, ladies and gentlemen, we had another. Cody Rhodes comes out. I felt the adrenaline in my soul, and Shinsuke Nakamura was like, I'm gonna interrupt you again, dropping hits to something that we don't know. At first, we thought maybe he was dropping hints at CM Punk coming. Then it seems like he's dropping hints at Okada coming. Listen, if you got a crystal ball, Shinsuke, I need you to tell me all my future.
I don't think anybody was guessing Cody.
No. Next up, the Creed brothers defeated Dom and JD, or as I call them sometimes, Dumb and Dumber. They are dumb and dumber. Because JD, with all that head, can't never seem to be getting a win. Shinny versus Cody. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, after we had the Creed brothers defeat Judgment Day essentially. Last match of the night was for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins defeated Jay Uso. But, ladies and gentlemen, as Rollins was celebrating, Drew came out of the crowd and nailed Uso with a Claremont kick, and he slammed Seth Rollins onto the floor before he put Jay Uso through the announce table. He's like, I'm going for it. I'm gonna go all in, and I am going to be a straight a hole.
Uh, Good way to put it.
I'm beginning to think maybe Punk because they keep like teasing this rivalry, and it seems like I'm not even gonna say it could be Punk. I don't see Cody doing it because Cody essentially has to finish his story, and he's paid his dues. Punk's in the process of paying his dues.
I
When you
think
leave
that
and come
story
back,
has
you
a
have to pay your
sad
dues.
ending for Cody Rhodes.
Cody, I think Cody is going to win because they've mentioned that maybe Roman's health, and then he wants to do more Hollywood, spend more time with his family. That might be a big deciding factor of him dropping the title. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our Raw review. Also, ladies and
We didn't go
gentlemen,
that fast.
it really wasn't nothing but like filler show. No, the matches. I mean, this Raw had some good like matches, one or two, but most of them were just like meh. It was like middle of the pack. No real story progressed. Drew, only thing we got of it is that Drew is now a full blown heel. That's all we maintain from that. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're on to the NXT roundup. So, ladies and gentlemen, NXT came on yesterday. I would say I was confused, shocked, and amazed a little bit. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get into that. Ava is now doing more paperwork. Okay, she is
Mhm.
now more of a commissioner. Okay, so to start, we had the Survivor qualifier. Fallon Henley defeated Thea Hale, Roxanne Perez, and Kiana James. That was a good match, but I didn't see Fallon Henley win that.
And
I
yeah,
thought
I'm not a
maybe
big
I
fan
knew
of her.
Roxanne was in a feud. I thought Thea might because she's been getting a little push. Maybe she would have got a chance. Kiana, I know she's again scrapping with people, so you can eliminate her. But Fallon had a lot of run-ins over the past couple of weeks that would have made you think um, she would be the last person to win because she had so many other opponents she could face in between time. Um, yeah, Lola Vice and Electra Lopez won Lyra Valkyria to watch her back. Okay.
Electra also stated, well, she might not use it on you. She might use it for us to challenge the tag team champions. It's like, well, why y'all up in Lyra's face then? Like, make your decision and then come back.
Uh, Paxley came in and decided to challenge Lola Vice to a match. It's like now we just walking up just saying, I want to fight you. Like, this is what we doing in NXT. Like, I thought that was some main roster stuff.
I'm hopeful for Tatum. Like, we haven't seen her much, but from what I've seen, she seems pretty decent. So maybe she's got a bright future ahead of her.
Ladies and gentlemen, Easy Day decided to check on Kiana James in the training room. Now, this is the confusion. Part of the confusion. A, why Ava is booking. B, why were these two women in the same training room but did not fight until the cameras came in? Because they both were on the table. And so that's when the confusion kicked up a notch. When Ava came and told the two women that they would fight at deadline. We're gonna go there a little later on, but yeah. I was like, at this point, I'm like, I'm lost. I don't know what you all are doing for this one.
We watched them fight at the
Um,
last pay per view too, or PLE, whatever you want to call it. My
yes.
assumption was like, did you not look around the room? She was like 5 tables down from you. She wasn't that far away. She could definitely hear you.
And then she was like, I can't. And then she let her go into like a full, like, minute rant about how she hated her to Izzy, and then wait and say, "What did you say? I hate you?" And I'm like, "So you've been sitting there listening to the whole time. You let her. Y'all supposed to be arch nemesis, and then now you want to have a problem with it." That listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't learned nothing from me, learn this. When it's up, then it's stuck. Okay, I don't care where we at, what we doing, who you are. What if it's up? It's on site. I don't care where it's at. Yeah, they starting to get a lot, and at the end, you'll notice they got a lot of time. Ladies and gentlemen, also that confused me, certain. Before Wesley came out, Vic Joseph confirmed that Lee needed surgery, back surgery, and would be out for 8 to 12 months, which led to Wesley coming out and confirming that he did have some type of nerve injury. He didn't really have any feeling. This is what confused me. This is the part that confused me. As a person who has nerve issues, you don't have feeling, but you're in pain constantly. And it's like, I'd rather you say that you're just in pain and that you need the surgery because it's like it felt like you started to give me a promo and then real life kicked in. And so I don't know if this is because there's been no like concrete things. Yeah, I feel bad for West too
Hmm.
because it's like he has the opportunity, and it's like, oh, it seems like setback after setback. So
Hmm.
Dominic comes out and decides he's going to nitpick and laugh, and then his dad comes on the screen and notifies him he has a new challenger. Dragon Lee challenges Dominic Mysterio. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk about this match when it comes to the preview of Deadline, but immediately I'm like, Dominic has to lose. Dragon Lee can't keep losing like this. He cannot.
He literally just lost at Survivor Series.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we got to the good part where I had to listen 5 times and still feel like I'm not going to get done with this right. We had the breakout stars. Yes, the breakout stars come on the screen. We had Riley Osborne, Kiana Carter, Taven Heights, Dion Lennox, Luca, can't pronounce his last name, Miles Bourne,
Crucifino.
Trey Beer, huh? These are all
Crucifino.
the breakouts. Crucifino. Miles Bourne, Trey Bearhill, and Oba Fima cut short promos about being in the breakout tournament. Uh, I was feeling most of them. Luca is like a Tony D, but he's supposed to be a legal lawyer. And I don't understand why in 2023 I already had to look at Eddie Thorpe be the quote unquote like tribal Indian character, and now we have Trey Bear here with the face paint and the thumping, and he's going for it, and I'm like, Why can't people just be people? I know he don't walk around doing that every day.
I'm wondering if Luca will pair up with them and be their legal counsel for their shitty shit, you know?
I don't know. He kept saying I'm the legal, and I'm like, but dude, you're talking like this. Like I need you to get it together. Either you gonna be the you might be the legal person who takes under the handed table things like I could have gotten introduced to you as when when Tony went to jail, his lawyer. That would have been the first introduction to make
Oh
us be
yeah.
like, oh, okay, yeah. But instead, this way, I was like, nah, dude, I don't feel you at all.
Man, you came in
Uh,
like 6 months too late.
yeah. Lola Vice with Electra Lopez defeated Tatum Paxley, which was, I'm like, Tatum. And essentially at the end of the match, it seems like she's having an AJ Lee and I forgot Mickey James moment where she's off the rails and she's supposed to act like she's just so starstruck, like she's smelling her hair because it's like it was weird. It was weird. It was weird.
I might have been looking away from the TV when that happened because I didn't
Like at the
catch up
end of
on
the
it.
match, she was in the corner sniffing her hair because Lola had touched it, and it was like we taking. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, somehow I missed that because that sounds really weird.
Oh no, it got weirder because Joe Gacy appeared behind the commentators telling Vic Joseph how much she loved his work.
We
We
love you,
all love
Vic.
you.
We love you. We all
We
love
love you.
you.
And I'm like, we just went from crazy to crazier. And then we kicked it into semi high gear because we
Where
had,
will he pop up next week? So we had him on the roof, then we had him under the ring, now we had him behind Vic Joseph. Where will Joe Gacy be found next?
you know what? They should do Wells Waldo with Joe Gacy. That's what it should be. Pinpoint where you're going to find him there and just have him amongst the crowd or something and you have to find him. I mean, he's crazy. You're going to find it. Next we had was Alpha Academy, which was Gable, Otis, and Maxine with Tozawa on the outside, defeating Metaphor, Noam Dar, Vic Mensa, Lash Legend. Listen, this was you know what? Now I know what I know what Metaphor is. Metaphor is a version of the Benny Hill game. And like you can hear the music when they got doo, doo. You can hear it when you see them. Like they, oh, I'm falling. Oh, I need you to catch me. Oh, we're gonna run around the ring. Oh, that's what they are.
Yeah, me and ALW are not fans of Metaphor. I don't know
Me
if
either.
anybody
And that's
is.
what
Okay.
nobody. And then just when I thought maybe this is gonna turn itself around, Byron Sexton hosted a women's Iron Survivor Challenge Summit that did what it normally does, turn into a crap show. All the women just started fighting it out.
Byron. Byron. Lash actually
Now,
popped me with that.
this led into the Nathan Frazier Axiom match, which I was looking forward to. Because I was like, this is one thing I can know I'm looking forward to. Only for the battling ladies to come out and interrupt it and cause it to be a no contest. I was like, you ruined the one thing I was looking forward to. Just made me mad. Then we had the press conference we were all waiting for, which is slightly a cliffhanger. Andre Chase announced that yes, they were under academic probation because of misuse of funds when it comes to gambling. When they asked him how much did he owe, he was like, it doesn't really matter the amount. It has to be paid back and I'll get it back. Mind you, Thea and them look like they know maybe it was them and he's taking the he's biting it for them. Like he's taking one for them.
Yeah. Chase needs to lay off on the DraftKings.
Listen, we had a X, I'm not even gonna say X, I call it Twitter in the first place. Video of Lexus King wishing Mello luck before the match. Also, ladies and gentlemen, it also was shown that we're just gonna wrap it up in a bow. NXT anonymous footage showed Mello following Trick right before the attack, and it Trick asked absence from his friend, but got nothing. He was like, "So what? What's this all about?" And first of all, it was creepy that the first video was them talking, and then he picking up the phone slowly to like make this mysterious phone call. Then he walking behind him. That made me think like you had it out for your boy. I knew it then, but you guaranteeing it now.
But there was some distance between him and his boy. And Mello was the first person to find Trick after he was attacked, so
But you
that
remember
still coincides with the story.
the first video was them of him and Trick talking. And then Trick was like, yeah, left. Mello picks up the phone and was like looking around, talking on the phone. Then he proceeds to follow him. So he could have called somebody to attack him. And that's that way of bringing somebody else into NXT.
Mhm.
In a backstage interview, Eddie Thorpe promised to fight through the pain of his ribs being injured. But Dajak just started beating him before he even got in the ring. Listen, it was all that dancing, that crip walking he was doing. Uh, so we did have the Survivor qualifier where Tyler Bate defeated Carmelo Hayes, Eddie Thorpe, and Joe Coffey.
Yeah, I thought for sure it was going to be Carmelo.
Listen, we went through a tailspin after that. Hank Walker challenged Hank and Tank. That's what I'm calling him.
Hmm.
Hank and Tank challenged Gallus to a match next week. I like when they do these like little back-to-back segments. Mello convinced Ava to book him at Deadline against Alexis King. And Corbin and Dragonoff had a heated back and forth where Corbin
I
feels
like
like
it.
he's getting in his head and making him go crazy. Dragonoff is like, that's what you think, but that's not what's happening.
You can't get
And
in my
we
head.
in
There's no room
and just
left.
like the
I'm filling up the
women,
space.
and just like the women, the men had to do it too. They end up getting together and fighting in the ring. I wonder,
I'm looking
like,
forward.
do they ever just think that they are booking the same thing twice?
No idea. Could not tell you. But I am looking forward to Saturday, though.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get into all the things of the things of the things. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the NXT roundup. So now we're going into our last part, something I'm looking forward to. NXT Deadline, ladies and gentlemen. NXT. NXT. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, you can catch us here, not saying me, but here at 8 o'clock on Saturday. We'll talk about all the things of the things that will be happening Saturday. But ladies and gentlemen, NXT Deadline is one of those things. So let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, on the kickoff show for NXT Deadline, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, most people don't know. They don't just call it when people ask me, "Oh, what's on NXT Deadline?" I'm like, they're like, because NXT is a separate brand, and I'm like, no, it is called WWE NXT Deadline
Hmm.
2023. WWE is like that is still ours. Okay, don't you can think how you want to, but it's not separate. We for the kickoff show we have Axiom versus Nathan Frazier. You're not picking any winners right now. I think they will be picking on the cookout. I think. I'm not cookout. The Friday night
Because
fights. I think CM said.
they didn't let us actually get the match on Tuesday. So,
Yeah. We have Carmelo Hayes versus Lexis King.
which is going to be Alexis King's first match, right? Or was I not paying
No,
attention? I
he's
don't know.
had a match before, but I think this is like his first high profile match. For the
Oh,
WWE NXT Women's Title Number One Contendership Iron Survivor Challenge match. That's a lot to say. We're having a Tony Khan moment. Blair Davenport versus Fallon Henley versus Tiffany Stratton versus Lash Legend versus Kaylani Jordan. On the men's side for the WWE NXT title number one contendership Iron Survivor Challenge match, Tyler Bate versus Dijak versus Josh Briggs versus Braun Breaker versus Trick Williams.
Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate. Who you got on that?
I don't know. I haven't really figured it out lately. I'm as we get along and talk. There's a lot of things I've been doing, and that figuring I haven't figured out yet. And I had to turn mine in early because I don't think I'm gonna be there Friday. Uh, in a steel cage match, Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James. I'm looking forward to that.
It feels like a step
For the,
back, considering that they had a hardcore match at the last pay per view, and now we're having a steel cage match. Like hardcore match seems like the
because it was
more
good,
good
that's a guarantee to happen again. Ladies and gentlemen, for the WWE NXT North American title, you have Dominic Mysterio with Mommy Rhea Ripley in his corner versus Dragon Lee with Rey Mysterio in his corner. Next match will be for the WWE NXT title, Ilya Dragunov, the champion, versus Baron Corbin. I think this is what gets me about WWE. We might not have the greatest week to week programming all the time, which NXT has gotten a lot better. But we get really good pay per views. Really good pay per views. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a very quick review and preview because we have a lot of things going on here at Workers Wrestling Network, and I have to tell you a lot. Okay, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, down in the chat below, you will find the TWC's donation link. They are trying to get to WrestleMania 40. You are giving children a once in a lifetime experience that either financially or their parents not don't have the availability to go and take them that they'll have. So make sure you click that link or go to at Wildfire Perry on X as Twitter, as we all know it. So you can donate, or they even have week to week popcorn donations. We don't have a link for this week, but when we do, we'll give it to you. To get to WrestleMania 40. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the schedule for this week. Monday, you see the stars with me and J News at 10 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, we go over things such as New Japan Pro Wrestling, GCW, Stardom, Noah. We go through a lot of promotions because it's fun. You see these people come to Raw, NXT, AEW, and you understand why. You get to see their rise. Gentlemen, on Tuesday night at 10:30, you get to see the cookout. Now listen, I normally say pull up a seat, we'll feed you real good, and I'll tell you what happened the day before yesterday was named that superstar. And all I can say is it was explosive. Okay? So it's up, ladies and gentlemen. But it's 18 and over. Okay? So if you're 18 and over, you can watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesday, you are here for all 4, 9, 10, 15 live. Normally you get ALW and Sammy. ALW is spending some time with his family, so I filled in for him. Where they preview and review pay-per-views and talk Raw and NXT, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday, the aftermath of Dynamite. Boom! With Anika and ALW, where they talk all things AEW. From Collision to Rampage to Dynamite from the day before, preview and review pay-per-view shows. That's where you'll find all things AEW is on Thursdays at 10:15. Friday night is Friday night SmackDown and AEW Rampage because it's Friday night fights, ladies and gentlemen. For the kids run the asylum, you have Sammy and Anika doing the whole show. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll never know what they say or do. And I'm here for it. Ladies and gentlemen, also in the morning at 11 a.m., you have the parents running the show where they keep it short and sweet and give you everything you need at Under the Radar at 11 a.m., where you get Impact, BTE, ROH, MLW, all in a short, wrapped, beautiful package. And you can keep in the know. Miss a day, you miss a lot normally in wrestling. But if you keep up with Under the Radar, you'll keep up with everything. Later on Saturday night, you have AEW Collision. Saturday night is all right. And that's when you get the Black Girl Magic of me, Dolores, CM, and Anika all having a good time. Listen, you might come broken, but you'll leave whole by the end of that show. And then Sunday morning, it is Enter the Square Circle, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that. Enter the Square Circle. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we like to let you know ahead of time. There is a slight schedule difference. Me and Jay News, last day on Seeing Stars, and our return date are the 18th, and you won't see me and Jay News back until the 8th of January. So happy holidays, happy New Year. Okay? The rest of the podcast or the Workhorse Wrestling Network will end on the 19th and be back on the 2nd. So you will catch Sammy, Anika, CM, ALW. Last day is on the 19th. First day back is on the 2nd of January. Okay? Again, happy holidays, happy New Year. Ladies and gentlemen, see this icon right here? This is on YouTube audio. This is the cookout. You see this? It is the watch alongs. Anything that we watch along to, any pay per view, any shows, you can listen to us live. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we know you're busy. You got a life. You got things to do. So you might not have the time to sit down and watch us, but you want to listen and have a good time. So make sure you go to YouTube audio. Now, ladies and gentlemen, If you see this icon for the cookout, we are the cookout is on all these social media platforms the next day. So no matter how I'm going to say this, yesterday's podcast is on Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube Audio, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and Radio Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, the cookout from yesterday is live on Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube Audio, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and Radio Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, our social medias. We have Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Discord, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Again, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Discord, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, go into the playlist on the channel. Catch that retro watch along. We've had two of them, one for Sammy's birthday, one with Sammy and ALW. Good time, good time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a little weekend schedule was a little different because we got three peat, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have a good time three times, starting at 8 for each one of them. It is Impact Final Resolution, NXT's Deadline, and AEW's Collision Watch Along. So Saturday night is gonna be all right because you're gonna get three, not one, not two, but three shows at 8 o'clock p.m. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, to preview, they are having the Horsey Awards on December 12th and 19th, ladies and gentlemen. They are having the Horsey Awards on December 12th and 19th. So you can catch Sammy, ALW, Anika, CM, all giving out their best of awards for the year. Ladies and gentlemen, on 1-2 when they come back in the new year. It is the Workhorse Wrestling Network Hall of Fame induction. You have CM, Sammy, Anika, and ALW giving their inductees a chance. Okay? So remember, 12-12 and 12-19, you get the Horsey Awards, and then in the new year, you get the Hall of Fame induction. See? We work miracles around here at Workhouse Wrestling. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a mouthful. A lot. A lot. We do a lot over here for you because we love you. We appreciate you. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I started that around 20-minute mark, 38 minutes. Took me about 20 minutes to finish. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we so much appreciate you coming. We've done a lot in a little bit of time. So we can get you in and out. We can get you in and out today. We know you just finished watching AEW, which tomorrow make sure you watch so you can hear the full review of how Anika and ALW felt about it. And then we got you just in time to get enough to go to bed. Okay? So as I do when I'm on shows, I cut the lights out, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get up out of here. And until then, we're going to say peace.